Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jelaine and I am I don't know what I am. Just trying to navigate my 20s. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video was highly requested on my Instagram, how to create a nighttime and a morning time routine. So today's video I'm just going to focus on nighttime routines because I believe that it all starts in the evening. Your evening routine influences your morning routine, because if you don't have an on-point night routine, your morning is just going to get away from you, and I know that from personal experience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys what my nighttime routine looks like, and then how I cultivated it and how you can kind of do the same thing. Before I start, I just want to say as well, everyone's morning and night routines look totally different. What works for you may not work for someone else. It's completely up to you and your lifestyle, what your needs are, and what your timetable looks like, your daily calendar. Some people finish work at like 7 p.m. So this is mine only. Take from it what you will and what will work for you. And also just want to mention as well that you're not going to get it right the first time. It's definitely a trial and error thing, and it takes me a few goes to figure out what works for me, actually sticks, and that I'm comfortable with and that I can keep going with. Because I work from home, I find it really helpful to have a clock on time and a clock off time. Otherwise, I will literally work from sun up to sundown and not take into account rest time and not balance my rest and work life. The key is to have a symbol, have something that symbolizes that you're winding down for the evening and that you're clocking off and you're stopping work, and that it's me time. Because when you have a job that you go to, usually your symbol or your kind of trigger that you are clocking off for work is you driving home or walking home or taking the train home, and you're kind of like, okay, well I've stopped work because now I'm going home. Whereas because when you work from home, I'm already home, so I have to have something that triggers my mind and triggers me to say, okay, no more work, now it's time to rest. So for me, that is either making a cup of tea or having a shower to get changed into my comfy clothes and taking off my makeup and everything. That's usually like, I'm done. And my clock off time is usually 6 or 7 p.m. depending on the day and what I've got going on. Sometimes my work requires me to do a business call at probably around 7 o'clock, but I try to not schedule anything after 7 so that it's just me and it's my wind down and clock off time. Sometimes, depending on the weather, we'll go for an evening walk on the beach. Because we live so close and we have Ollie, we like to take him for regular walks, and he loves the beach. So we'll take him for a stroll on the beach and watch the sunset. But me going for a walk with Zach and Ollie on the beach is another trigger that's like, I can't go home and work now. Like, it's finished, we're done. So to me, that's a really great one because I get to spend time with them and get to move my body a little bit more. But then when we come back, we make dinner, and we'll make it together or one of us will make it, and then we'll sit and watch one of our favorite shows while we eat. And so at the moment it's How to Get Away with Murder on Netflix. And then after that, I will start thinking about me time now that I've given some time to Zach and Ollie. By now it's about 8 p.m. and I will roll my social media a little bit so I can catch up with any messages that I've missed out on throughout the day if I've had a really busy day at work. And then once it hits like 8:30, that's when I start to put away my social media, my electricals. So I put away my phone and I put away my laptop, and I don't look at my screen. I don't look at any screens until the next morning. So a particular podcast that I listen to by India Vine, it's called About That Life. She is amazing. She did a nighttime routine video and she spoke about getting off your screens at least 30 minutes to an hour before you go to sleep. I personally go to bed at about 9 p.m. I'm an early sleeper, I know, I just freaking love sleep. I'll get off my phone at 8:30, and in this time between 8:30 and 9, I will either read a book. Literally 10 pages a day of reading can totally change your life over time, so compounded over time. So me dedicating a little bit of time to reading has really allowed me to grow, to live my life more intentionally. So a really great example of what I'm actually talking about was found in this book. This is called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. It's all about how the little decisions that you make every day over time can either set you up for success or set you up for failure, how it can impact you. Someone's literally, the decided to start their car in the middle of my videos. All good. I haven't tried to film this like 20 times anyways. That's a really great book if you're looking for some life advice. This is one I'm currently reading. It's a thick one. So she's taken a while. The Success Principles, and this is a really great one for business. But if you're not a reader, if you're like literally don't give me a book, then you can also listen to an audiobook during this time, or you can meditate during this time and journal. Also, I will sometimes like to put on my diffuser with my favorite essential oil while I'm winding down, because again, that scent is the trigger for me to be relaxed, and to relax makes me feel really calm. It helps wind me down when I am feeling maybe stressed. Another thing that India Vine spoke about on her podcast was putting yourself in a positive headspace. When you go to sleep and close your eyes, just sleep better. This is something else that I do, is lay in bed and I will, before I close my eyes to go to sleep, so maybe at like 9, I'll think of 3 things that I achieved that day or that I'm proud of that day. That makes me feel a bit more accomplished, especially if I've had like such a busy day. I don't know about you guys, but I'm the type of person who will work and always look forward and never look back at how far I've come. So often I'm not proud of myself and I am hard on myself for not achieving things, when if I just look back and see how far I've come in life, and even just within the day, I just feel like, wow, I did that. I did that, you know, and it just like makes you feel just like accomplished and that you've done something good with your life, and that puts you again in a positive headspace, actually raises your vibrations as well. So when I go to sleep, that's what I like to think about. And then I go to bed, and then I wake up in the morning, and I wake up at about 6 to 6:30, which is why I go to bed so early, because I love sleep, and then I also love waking up really early. Anyways, so that's everything. So take with that what you will. Again, everyone's different. But lastly, to finish off, I thought I would share 3 tips for creating your nighttime routine. Firstly, make it realistic and achievable for you, something that you can actually stick to and that goes with your lifestyle and fits in your lifestyle and fits your needs. If you work until 7, don't put your bedtime at 7 p.m. Or if you work until like really late in the evening, don't say that you want to clock off at like 5 p.m. because maybe you can't. Just make it something that's really achievable for you. Number 2 is try to have some structure within it. So even writing down on a piece of paper what times you're going to want to do things, and not be too strict or hard on yourself if you don't stick to those times. They're just a guideline. They're just there to say, okay, it's 8 p.m. I'm going to start thinking about winding down, or this is when I'm supposed to go for my walk, so I think I want to go for my walk. It's just a guideline so that you have some structure within your evening, so that you don't stuff up, you know, because if you don't have that structure, you're going to start doing things at random times and there's not going to be any structure, and you're going to feel like you didn't accomplish what you wanted to accomplish. Whereas if you have set times for things, then in your mind you're achieving those things at those times, or you know, close to those times. You can go to bed at the time that you want to go to bed. Having structure is really great for also keeping consistent, because if you can't do your nighttime routine for some reason, maybe you're going out one night and then the next night you have that time to do it, at least you know you can slip back into it because you know what times are what times. Does that make sense? I hope so. Tip 3, have a reason or a why as to what you're wanting to achieve from doing a nighttime routine, because that way you're going to keep consistent with it and motivated. For me, it is having a great morning routine. Like, I want to actually set myself up for a successful day, because the morning time for me is my most productive time. I kill it. I literally wake up, I'm like, let's do this, you know, I'm just like, the energy's there, the motivation is there. And if I don't have a good nighttime routine, that's a flop, and then I literally can't with my day. I just can't. That's why I put in the effort for a nighttime routine to have that great morning routine. So whatever your why is, make that really clear so that you know exactly why you're doing it, what you're wanting to achieve, and you can go from there. And that way you're gonna actually stick to it, because that's my reason for sticking to it. I really hope that that was helpful for you guys. My nighttime routines are kind of simple and like not really that crazy. Stay tuned for my morning routine and how to create one, and have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Please don't forget to subscribe and like. It means the absolute world to me, because I love YouTube and I love getting back into it, and I hope to make some really fun content soon. Bye!